I think if you go back in the penal history of Goulburn, it starts with way back before the people were even living here. I think the penal started.
Look, certainly the style of Katingal was very different. Katingal really relied upon the physical separation of people from one another.
I think you'll find that the Goulburn community as a whole are grateful because of the employment situation it creates. It gives them something that they can work.
They would be one of our largest employers in town. In fact, they may be the largest permanent employer in town.
Yeah, I know quite many people that work there, many of the staff there. But after 20 years, you just become friends, closer to some than others, but I really know many. I mean, I know the ones that come over the road in front of my place and wait for their wives to pick them up, or husbands, you know, we're just friends. It's just a little community, a neighbourhood.
There are particular characteristics of Goulburn as a town and the region around it. I think it has a number of large institutions. It also has
it's where the worst, in fact, they call the killing fields of New South Wales prisons exists.
Recommended that the place be shut down in early 1978. The then Premier was a guy called Neville Wran.
The coroner found that not enough had been done by the correction system to prevent the deterioration of Scott's mental health over a long period of time. In the 6 months prior to the final period of Scott Simpson's incarceration, Scott was clearly suffering from mental health problems and unprovoked attack to a person in his vehicle while having another psychotic episode. The custody manager at Windsor Police Station, where Scott was taken after his arrest, considered that Scott could snap at any moment. Waiting for his reception assessment, he was placed in a 2-out cell with another inmate. Within 15 minutes, Scott Simpson had brutally attacked his cellmate and had inflicted fatal injuries. The following day, Scott was placed in segregation, otherwise known as solitary confinement. Except for 2 short periods, he remained in solitary confinement at various prisons until he hanged himself in his cell on the 7th of June 2004.